Hi yogis, my name is Tana. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's Yoga for Strength practice. In today's practice, we are focusing on building upper body strength as well as core strength to be working towards some arm balances, namely crow pose and side crow. So I hope you have some fun. I will not be demonstrating with any blocks, but if you do have them on hand, they can be really helpful. So just have them by your mat, but I'll otherwise take you through it without the blocks. Okay, so when you're ready to begin, we're going to start at the back of our mat in Virasana. So find a kneeling position and just draw the thighs together, hands on your thighs. Find a bit of length through the spine and relax the shoulders down and back. Close down the eyes and just take a few grounding breaths here. And on your next breath in, gently blink the eyes open and interlace through your palms and reach the arms out in front of you, round through your upper back as much as you can. Take a full breath. Exhale, reach the arms all the way up, straightening out through the arms, and then take a stretch to your right side, opening up through the left side of your body. Inhale, back up to the middle. And exhale to the other side. Breathe into the right lower ribs. Feel that expansion. Inhale, back up to the center. Exhale, drop your hands to the back of your head now and drop your head back. Push the sternum forwards, just opening up gently through your heart space. Breathe into your chest. And let that go. We'll reach the left hand out to the side, right hand on your upper left arm, and just get a nice stretch here through the arm and through the shoulder. And let's take it to the other side. Okay, beautiful. Now clasp your hands together, start to open up through the wrist a little bit, create circles through your wrists. Really important to have warm wrists whenever you're doing any arm balances or any inversions. Okay, beautiful. Let that go. Hands to the floor in front of you. Find a tabletop position and we'll continue to warm up through the wrists so we're nice and warm. So create circles here and really press into all four corners of your hands and then change directions, move in the opposite direction. Okay, last wrist warm up now. Bring your fingers out to the sides. Your wrists parallel, start to move from side to side and really press firmly into the heel of the hand and the whole wrist as you move. Okay, beautiful. Come back to stillness, fingers facing forwards. Let's curl the back toes under and find a few rounds of cat-cow. Breathe in, arch the spine, lower the belly to the floor. Exhale, round, contract the spine. Inhale, expand, stretch the front body open. Exhale, round, contract. Last time, breathe in. And breathe out. Beautiful, find a neutral spine. We're going to come straight up into a downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. Begin to pedal out through the feet and wiggle through the hips. Find a bit of length through the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves. Say hello to your hips. And then find stillness. Breathing in, slowly lift your heels off the floor and come forwards, plank pose. Move nice and slowly with control here. Ground into your palms and pull your navel into your spine. So straight away, finding that core connection and that stability around the shoulder joints. On your exhale, find hanging cobra, melt your hips to your wrists, keep the back toes curling under and pull the heart through. Try to make sure that your legs aren't sagging down to the floor, but you're finding a sense of lift and engagement through your back body. Breathe in. And breathing out, bend your knees, let's glide back, down dog. Let's go for 2 more rounds. Breathe in, lift your heels, Come forwards to a plank. Hold for 2 breaths. Hanging Cobra, melt down to lift up through the roof of your mouth. Pull the shoulders down and back. Exhale, down dog, glide back, reach up through your tailbone. Last round, breathe in, come forwards, plank. Hold for 2 breaths. Hanging Cobra, melt down to lift up. Reach up through the top of your head, lift the kneecaps. Down dog, glide all the way back. And take a full breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Start lifting your heels off the floor. Come forwards, plank pose. Shoulders over your wrists, pull your belly button in. Breathing in, pull the left knee to your left elbow. Exhale, step it back. Other side, right knee to right elbow. And step it back. Left side, pull it in. Exhale, step it back. Right side, and step it back. Left side, exhale. Right side, exhale. Inhale, left side, exhale. And right side, exhale. Last round, breathe in, left side. Step it back. Right side, and step it back. Hold in your plank for a breath. Chaturanga all the way to the earth. Inhale, Cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, melt down to the floor. Let's go for one more round. Breathe in, lift your chest. And breathe out. Beautiful. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Reach your bottom back. Breathe in. And breathing out, plank pose, come forwards once again, ground into the palms. Spin over to the edge of your left foot, find a side plank now, reach up through the right hand. Okay, lift your bottom hip up. You're welcome to place this right foot in front of you for a bit of support if that is more accessible to you. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. Beautiful. Slowly change sides. Right hand to the floor. Breathe in. Peel the left arm to the sky. Just find whatever variation you had on the other side. And find that engagement through your obliques, through the side body. Lovely. Both hands to the earth. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Slowly lower yourself all the way to the earth. Inhale, Cobra. Lift your chest. And exhale, melt down to the floor. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Hug your front body towards your back body. Start to bend your knees and walk your hands towards your feet, back of your space. And bend through your knees a lot here, drape your chest over your thighs. Placing the left hand to the floor, breathe in, reach the right hand up, straightening out through the right leg. Find that opening through the back of your leg. And exhale, changing arms and legs. Breathe in, straighten out through the left leg, reach the left hand up. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, broaden across your heart. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, high mountain, root to rise, find length. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale, high mountain, reach up. Exhale, swan dive over your legs, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. And on your exhale, we'll find a Malasana Squat now, yogi squat. Spin your heels in and your toes out and sink your hips down. Hands together at the heart and maybe pulling the elbows to the inner thighs to create a bit more space through the hips. Okay, we're going to come into crow pose now, so I'll take you through it. Let's bring our feet closer together. So there's a few different ways of getting into this pose, but I find it's a much more accessible way to get into crow when the big toes are touching. So bring the feet together, hands out in front of you, hands are shoulder width apart, and make sure that your fingers are spread wide so you really have that nice strong grip and you're able to claw the fingers into the earth. Then start to lift your hips up. If you do have a block, place your feet on top of the block. It'll just give you a little bit more height and it'll just be easier to get into the posture. Okay, and then we're going to start to hug the elbows in just like we do in chaturanga and draw the knees towards our triceps, so just below our armpits. So try to bring them up as high as you can, as close to the armpits as possible. And then we'll start to bend our elbows and simply start to shift the weight forwards onto the hands. Okay, and it might feel a little bit scary at first, or it will feel scary at first if this is the first time doing this. Lift your gaze slightly, and then we'll slowly shift the weight forwards even more and play with lifting one foot off the floor, and then lowering it back down, and then slowly trying the other side and lowering it back down. So that's the work here. Now, what we want to continue to do is squeezing the thighs together. So finding that adduction between the thighs, hugging it in. So this is going to create more stability and it's going to relieve some of the pressure off of your arms and your wrists when your hamstrings are engaged. So if you do have a crow and both of your feet are lifted off the floor, pull your heels towards your bum. Okay. So it's a lot of things to think about. Just find a bit of play here. And then keep trying to lift your chest. And when it's a little bit too strong, just lower one foot down at a time. Okay, I'll give you a few breaths here to play. It can be really strong in the beginning, but it's just something that takes time. If you're practicing at home, I recommend, obviously you're practicing at home, but if you want to practice after this class, have a pillow out in front of you. It'll help with the fear of falling. Okay, let's go for one more round. So bring your hands out in front of you, lift your hips up, big toes together, knees to your triceps. And then slowly shift forwards. Keep finding that adduction, so squeezing the thighs together, engaging your bum, and then maybe drawing your heels closer towards your bum. And breathe. And lift your chest a little bit. And when you're ready to come down, just slowly lower your feet to the floor and come into Malasana again. Let's take 2 breaths here, hands together. Okay, beautiful. If you have a block, just move it to the side, fold forwards over your legs, relax your face, and start to roll your spine all the way up, high mountain. Breathe in, push into your feet, extend upwards. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, lift your heart space. Breathing out, bend your knees again. We'll walk forwards into a downward facing dog. On your next breath in, lift your heels. Exhale, knees to your chest, crouching dog. Look forwards and step or jump to the front, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Reach the arms up and sink nice and low into your chair. Shift the weight to the heels, pull the belly in. Bring your hands together at the heart space. And exhale, take a twist to your right side. Left elbow outside right thigh. Broaden across your chest here. And exhale, lower your bum all the way down to your heels, finding this twisted squat position. Okay, so we're going to come into side crow. This is the most accessible way to get into side crow. So same thing here, we'll bring our hands out in front of us, hands are shoulder width apart, making sure that the fingers are wide enough to find a nice grip through the fingers and the hands. And then we'll begin to make, what we want to do here is really find the same chaturanga arms. So we'll make a shelf of our shoulders here, bending our elbows and keep wrapping the biceps into each other. We'll start to lift our hips slightly and shift forwards. This right elbow is going to come towards your right hip, your bum, and you're going to keep squeezing and then slowly shift forwards. Okay, and then if you're here, we'll slowly start to lift the feet off of the floor and start to squeeze your heels towards your bum. Okay, and we'll take a couple of breaths here. It can be quite scary in the beginning. And when you're ready to come down, slowly lower your feet to the floor and look forwards. Let's take a fold over our legs. Finding ragdoll, wrap the hands around the opposite elbows and just allow your chest to drape over your legs. Allow the breath to slow down slightly. And release your elbows, keeping the knees bent. Start to roll your spine upwards. Finding high mountain. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands at the heart. Inhale, high mountain. Find length. Exhale, fold forwards. Bow your head to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Breathing in, find chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend generously through the knees. Pull the navel in. Hands together at the heart space now. Take a twist to the other side, right elbow outside left thigh. Okay, keep broadening across your chest. And then slowly come down into your twisted squat. I'm just going to turn around to face you. Okay, so same thing here. This side might feel not as strong or stable as the others. That's definitely the case for me, so that's completely normal. Let's just take it slow. Spread the fingers and slowly start to lift your hips up and make sure that that left elbow is coming onto your left hip, your bum, and bending the elbows a lot. We'll start to shift the weight forwards onto our arms. Okay, and then we'll slowly lift our feet off the floor, and if you have the feet lifted, start to squeeze your heels to your bum. And take a few moments. And exhale, lower the feet down to the earth. Okay, beautiful. Let's come down onto our bum now and find a really loose butterfly pose. So draw the soles of the feet together. Lift up through the top of your head. Inhale. And exhale, take a gentle fold over your legs. And just bow your forehead and your chest closer to your feet. And allow the breath to slow down. On your next breath in, lift the gaze and roll your spine all the way back up. Okay, bend your knees and we'll lower our spine all the way to the earth. And just softly come down and reach the left leg out in front of you. Find wind removing pose, pulling the right knee into our heart, interlacing our hands around the right shin and hug that right knee into your chest. And close your eyes. Allow everything to feel a bit soft for these moments. And on your exhale, take that leg to the left side, find a spinal twist. Melt the right shoulder to the floor and just gently open up here through your chest and through the trunk. And melting the right shoulder a bit closer to your mat with each breath out. And then slowly pull the right knee back into your heart. Give it a squeeze and send it out in front of you. And let's change sides. Pull the left knee into your heart. Breathe in, squeeze. And when you're ready, you can take that knee to the right side. finding a spinal twist. Melt the left shoulder down and feel that gentle opening across your heart. And inhale, bring the left knee back into your chest. Give it a final squeeze, hugging it into the heart space. And exhale, both legs out in front of you, finding Shavasana. So we'll be here for 4 minutes. Palms are facing the sky, feet out to the edges of your mat. Allow the whole body to feel soft, to feel relaxed. And relaxing through the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, the face. And soften your arms, your hands and your fingers. And relax the legs, the knees, the ankles and the feet. And allow yourself to give into the floor beneath you. Start to deepen your breath now. And feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest cavity, of your abdomen as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, allow the body to feel soft, to feel grounded. And you can invite some movement into the toes, into the fingers, whenever you feel ready. And take any light stretches that you need to come back. You might reach the arms behind you, point, flex the feet. And roll over to one side. Find fetal position. Bend through your knees. And when you're ready, you can help yourself up to a cross-legged seat. Place one foot in front of the other. And to close off, let's draw our hands together at the chest and take a nice full breath in through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me grow, and it also means that every time that I have a new practice on here, you're notified. Let me know how you went in the comments below. I'd really genuinely love to hear how you went. And if you'd like to see more of this kind of practice, more sort of arm balances of inversions, or more of sort of a workshop-ish style practice. So I'm really open to suggestions and requests. Okay, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.